When Kratos enters the Light of Alfheim, he walks through a series of visions as he follows his wife's voice to their home. These visions are clearly of what's to come in the future. One vision takes him to the boat ride in Helheim, and another takes him to the bridge in Jotunheim at the end of the game. But to me, neither of these are as important as the vision that takes place between these two. After the boat vision, Kratos appears on a beach in the Lake of Nine, and the first thing he sees in the distance, and the only thing at that since the lake is just covered in fog, is a massive statue of Thor. Sure, it can be easy to just glance over this since making Kratos follow what he thinks is his deceased wife Faye is so compelling, but this statue being placed slap in the middle of a pretty significant moment in the game wasn't meant to be just a coincidence. It may seem a bit cryptic at first, but the God of War series is no stranger to some really good storytelling in my opinion, and this statue in this exact place is a great example of it. Being that these visions are showing the future, the first conclusion that can be made about the Thor statue is that it is foreshadowing the epic clash between the actual Thor and Kratos. But we can go even deeper here. Clearly the Thor statue is just massive, and with nothing around it, it's easy for your eyes to gravitate towards what they are meant to, which is the focal point in the middle of this space. And when you want to portray something that should be taken seriously, you make it huge, because size equals power when it comes to anything with an emphasis on physical conflict. God of War, for example. But with the God of War series, yes, Kratos has been able to overcome anything massive that he's ever fought, from the Hydra to Titans and now dragons. But physical size isn't what we're talking about here. Unless Thor can turn gigantic like Zeus, Ares, and Kratos at one time could. What I'm getting at is essentially the fact that what we are seeing in this vision isn't the Lake of Nine, but a statement of Thor's extreme power. That is, dare I say it, larger than the power possessed by Kratos. The way that the statue stands tall above the fog, with the light shining on its body, is just really menacing, and that is exactly what the game wants us to think. Thor is going to be the biggest challenge that Kratos has faced yet, and I honestly don't believe that he's going to win their fight. The first fight, at least. See, this is where I'm going to seem like I'm starting to reach a bit, perhaps. But hear me out. There's a side quest on the Lake of Nine that involves destroying a massive statue of Thor. This statue, the one at the Muspelheim Gate, and the one from the Vision are all identical, save for maybe some size differences. Except the statue that you destroy has these chain-like markings in certain places, meant to be weak points for you to throw the Leviathan axe at. I think that this is also telling us something about Kratos' upcoming battle against Thor. Perhaps Kratos loses their first fight, but then he learns of some type of weakness that Thor may have and may be able to gain the upper hand on someone more powerful than he is. These chain-like weak points on Thor's statue are meant to symbolize whatever weaknesses that Kratos may discover. Size equals power, yes, but just like with this massive statue, there's a way to take something down in a way that you wouldn't expect. While what Kratos says after destroying the statue does apply,
gods do not fall this easily, boy.
That's only if you don't know where or how or what weapon you need to use to hit them. If anywhere but these weak spots were hit on this sculpture, the statue remains standing tall, undamaged, and just as menacing as ever. But once the weak spots are taken advantage of, it comes crumbling down. And of course, this could be a parallel to the impending battle or battles with Thor himself. I really wouldn't be surprised if Cory Barlog intended for such genius pieces of symbolism to be within the game that can really be easily overlooked or not connected even upon further inspection years after release. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry about the different presentation style with this. I was just really excited to kind of get these thoughts out onto the screen or into a video or whatever we're trying to say. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. It seemed a little crazy, but I wouldn't put it past the people at Sony to do something awesome like this. Again, thank you all for watching, and you all take care of yourselves.